Hey guys, what's up? So today we are going to be reviewing the CE Series first gen school bus model. So we're going to just go ahead and talk about the different versions that came in and stuff like that, and let's get started. Alright, so the first version we're going to talk about is the yellow roof. It's probably the most common version that people know about. Right in front of you I've got little 50. Now the yellow roof version normally would have came with these gray wheels. You could call them silver, you could call them chrome, whatever. It's your bus model, I don't care. So that's normally what it would look like, but to be realistic to 50, switched out the bottom with one of the newer buses so it could have black wheels. Now, the thing that I've always loved about this model is the fact that it's got a working cross arm. You do not get that with a lot of buses. I know there's the Matchbox bus that has the big crossing gate thing on the front of it, and on the second gen you have a simulated cross arm, but it doesn't actually open. So that's something I've always loved. But outside of that, you've got your stop sign, you've got your crossing arm, and stuff like that. You've also got the body mounted mirrors, which I absolutely love because, again, I grew up with these things. So these mirrors, I'm used to seeing them on buses, and I'm used to seeing them on buses, and exactly how the mirrors are set up is actually how all of our first gens have it. I know my Amtran has the mirror flipped, so instead of hanging from here, it's been flipped and it's hanging from here. And that's something that Laidlaw did to it. I don't know why they did it, but it would have come from the factory with the mirror like this. So, I don't know. But I do like that setup. Obviously, all of you guys know that first gens are my favorite bus. And so I have a ton of these. While we're on the topic of a yellow roof, I want to show you guys the package so you guys can see it. Most of my yellow roofs have been opened in some way, so like the package moves, but this one's sealed because it's got a factory error, no black around the warning lights. But I've always loved this package, the way it has the stop sign that says school bus, and you've got the IC logo. This package would be the exact same for the white roof of the time. So that's always something that I liked about it. Now, there are a few different versions of this bus. So the first version we're going to talk about is the version of the bus of the yellow roof that's got the International logo on the hood instead of the IC logo. So I'm thinking this was the first version of the model. But you can see it's got the International diamond there, and I like that because some of our first gens do have the International diamond. But we actually don't have any with the IC logo and the International diamond. All of ours have IC logos and IC badges. And that's the other version, is the buses, they'll have the actual IC badge on the hood instead of the International logo. Moving on, there's also the original white roof version, which is actually kind of harder to find than the yellow roof. It doesn't show up as much. But you can see the paint still looks good. We'll get to the paint on the Walthers remake here in a second. But you've got, your cross arm, stop arm. The one thing with this one is the IC logo was never a International logo on this one. It always had IC logos and IC badges. I think the white roof version came out after the yellow roof version, so that's probably why. They probably did a run of the yellow roof version with the diamond, and then once they started doing the IC badge version, they came out with the white roof. The white roof version is, a great model. I enjoy it. I know none of our first gens have white roofs, but I still enjoy it as a model. And normally the rear door would say stop when red lights flash, but obviously I took that off to put on stop and stuff like that. You've got your metal body. Your roof cap actually starts off here plastic and it goes to here and stops, and your rear metal roof cap is actually metal. And you've got seats. But that's what I love about this model. The dash is actually very realistic for a first gen. Moving on, the Walthers version is also a white roof. You can definitely see the difference between the original Bali and the Walthers remake. It's got the paint around the warning lights is nowhere near as good. So that's something. Now on the back, it's actually, it doesn't look too bad. You can see looking at them together. But other than the warning lights, nothing else really changed. I mean, the IC logo's there, stop sign's there. All of these will have the IC badged hood. So these, I think they started producing the Walthers version again around 2013. Last year, I think it was last year, they started doing a white version, a maintenance of way bus. So just a white CE. Still had the warning lights, still had the stop sign. I had a few, but I actually got rid of them because I didn't end up wanting, I didn't end up keeping them. Or I didn't end up needing them. So, I don't have one. And it actually has a white crossarm, which a maintenance of way bus really wouldn't have a stop sign and crossarm, but it can also be modeled into an activity bus. There are many different uses for it. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys is we don't actually have a lot of first gen models. This is literally the only model of the first gen that was made. You didn't get a big metal one like you did with the second gen, but you did get some plush bus. Now there is a different version of this. This is the International branded one. You can see you got the first gen front end. It says International. This would have a stop sign, but it came to me broken. And we've got the rear end there of a first gen. And then there's the other side. There actually is an IC badged first gen stuffed bus, but I just don't have it. And it's the same thing with the BE. I know I forgot to mention that in my BE video, but there is a BE stuffed bus, and there's also different versions of the second gen CE stuffed bus. But moving on, sticking with the first gen, you've also got a simulated crossarm there. But I absolutely love these stuffed buses. They're pretty cool. So I just wanted to show that too. And this is of the International branded first gen, so it's a little different than the IC ones. And then the last thing I want to make note of is you really don't have a lot of representations of this body of IC or Amtran, because technically you could model one of these into an Amtran. But you also have the Amtran RE model, so that's something else that has the same type of body. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure somebody had requested this video at some point. We've got little 50 and 50 when it was 15 there. But I'm sure somebody had requested this, and I'm just now getting to it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I don't know what I was doing there. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll also be doing a video comparison of the two generations of CEs, so watch out for that. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.